Hello, Kehilat, Darchei, Tzion. We are in Erev Shabbat, Parashat Bamidbar, a few days before Shavuot, a few days after Yom Yerushalayim, and we are beginning a new Chumash, Chumash Bamidbar. And unsurprisingly, this whole Chumash takes place in the desert, in Bamidbar. We've left Egypt, we received the Torah, we built the Mishkan, and now we're in this journey in the desert. How do we experience this journey? How did Am Yisrael experience this journey? So we have different descriptions of this in the Tanakh and in Chazal. For example, there's a Midrash, there's a Mechilta that says that Hashem said if he brings Am Yisrael straight to Eretz Yisrael, each one will be working, they will be preoccupied, and Am Yisrael will leave the Torah of the mitzvot. He says, I'll take them to the desert, I will surround them, I will give them man, I will give them water, I will give them everything they need. They will be protected by me. I will supply them with everything they need. And then the Torah will be swallowed within their bodies. It'll be part of them. It'll be part of their personalities. It won't be something that they received externally in Ma'amad Har Sinai, but it'll be something that has already been completely part of their identity after 40 years of just being protected by Hashem and learning Torah. So this is one way of understanding Midbar Sinai and its deep connection to Chag HaShavuot. We learn Torah, we receive the Torah on Chag HaShavuot, but that's only the beginning. Afterwards, we have to make this effort, B'siyata Dishmaya, to have the Torah within us, have it part of our personality. There's another description of the time in the desert. Yirmiyahu HaNavi tells us, Ko Amar Hashem, Zacharti lach chesed ne'uraich ahavat kilulotayich lechtech acharai bamidbar be'eretz lo zeru'ah. Yirmiyahu says that he remembers the love of Am Yisrael that followed Hashem in the desert, a no man's land where there's nothing planted, and Am Yisrael were willing to completely surrender themselves to Hashem, following Hashem, go in His way, do everything that He says, just being connected to Hashem in the desert, such a problematic and challenging situation. So is the Midbar a perfect place, or is it really a very problematic, challenging place? Probably it has both aspects to it. And the second aspect is also learned by Chazal as something to teach us something about the Torah. Because the Torah was given in the desert. Vayavo Midbar Sinai. And Hashem talks to Moshe Bamidbar Sinai. The idea is that the desert is an important aspect of receiving the Torah. And Chazal tell us in the Midrash, on our Parashat, in Midrash Rabbah, that if a person makes himself hefker kemidbar, meaning if a person is willing to lose his feeling of ownership over himself and completely surrender to Hashem, then he can receive the Torah. If a person is willing to open himself to accept the Torah, like the desert, that is no man's land, then we can receive the Torah and really have it part of us. So when we see the two different aspects of the Midbar, the two different aspects of the desert, a place where we've been completely protected by Hashem, Hashem gave us everything we needed, we had the peace of mind of learning Torah, but the other aspect is Dafka, a place where we had to work really hard. We followed Hashem in the desert. We maybe in a certain level lost our personality. We were willing to completely surrender to Hashem and His will, and only in such a way to receive the Torah. And then the Torah really becomes part of our personality because of this strong effort we put into it. Yom Yerushalayim is also a day that we remember the journey of Ethiopian Jewry to Eretz Yisrael. This whole community that was willing to actually, really, literally walk in the desert and sacrifice lives and health and family issues and everything just to follow Hashem, Lechtech Acharai Bamidbar, in order to come to Eretz Yisrael. This journey, when we acknowledge it, learn about it, and identify with it, is a way of having Eretz Yisrael part of our personality, understanding the importance of the Mesirut Nefesh for Eretz Yisrael and Medinat Yisrael. Shabbat Shalom.